Alright, welcome back to Cobalt Black. Today we're going to be taking a look at a demo of a game called Past the Fear. This is the top-down roguelike shooter, and honestly, I gotta say, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I've already played a little bit of this, just to kind of get used to it. And, yeah, so far I've been having a blast. So, there are supposed to be multiple characters. I only have the first one unlocked. Because, again, I've already played a little bit of it, but not a lot. And yeah, you enter these arenas. It's very much so Hades-like in this fashion. You kill the enemies and you move on to the next one. And as you go, you get more weapons. So now we have an ice gun. We're going to keep going. We're going to see if we can get a better gun next round. Although I'm loving the whole shotgun effect of this ice gun. That is one thing I have to say this game has done really, really well, and I've been enjoying a lot, is the guns all feel very different, and like they kind of change how I'm going to play the game. You know, not everything is completely game-changing. A lot of it still is point and shoot, but their effects really kind of bear weight, and some of their extra little quirks make them super fun. Okay, we're gonna pick up this crossbow because I want to. Interesting. It functions exactly like a crossbow. Let's see how much damage this bad Larry does, right? Because I feel like if they're gonna have this with, you know, regular guns, it's gonna need to hurt. I'm not gonna lie, this thing doesn't feel amazing, but I don't know, I'm still having fun. Let's switch it back to this guy. Yeah, okay, it definitely does more damage. Unless all of the ice spikes hit from this. Right, we have another new gun. Oh, a barrel. So this is one of the really cool things about this game. This game lets you essentially customize these guns by adding barrels to them. I'm not sure if you can add other gun parts. So far, all I've seen is barrels, but they add different effects to how the gun works. So now this gun has an ability where when shooting, there's a chance to grant 1 stack of heating up, and each stack gives plus 1% critical damage, and that can stack up to 20 times. We'll see if that actually happens though. Yeah, so there's a layer on top of just the guns, a little bit to kind of make things your own and make everything function with your playstyle, which is really cool. That is something I like to see in any kind of game. Is I always want there to be a way to make it my own. That being said, that's not always possible, but I enjoy it when it is. All right, we're actually going to keep all our money, and we're going to go to the next area. And we'll deal with this boss real quick. Little Haiti. Please don't shoot me. Please, 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 please don't. Yeah, so the bosses get very bullet hell-esque, and I kind of really like that. I don't know why we had switched to the crossbow. Alright, let's get rid of this dude. Ow. We're not really doing the best here, but hey. Yeah, okay, this crossbow actually does a lot of damage in one shot. Which, like I was saying before, that is how that should behave. Then again, so does this gun, as long as I'm doing it point blank. It is much like a shotgun, in that I want to be up on my enemies. Okay, cool. Alright, so another cool thing are these fates, or kind of tarot cards. The cool part about these is these will change how you play. The price between buying and refresh, no thank you. Whenever you permanently gain any of these things, you gain up to 2 stacks. That sounds really good. We're going to come in here. Okay, extra physical damage. +5 damage for every enemy in your area. We're gonna go with that. We got Flame Spark. Got a high rarity Flame Spark. And then, what do we got here? Ignition can now deal critical hit. No thank you. Destination. Grants 1 armor. Each armor increases frost damage. Hey, that's actually huge. We are going to come down here with Flame Spark, though, and I think we're going to replace the crossbow. Crossbow, actually, it was very useful, but I'm kind of trying to learn all of the different stuff in this game right now, so we're going to go with this gun, and hopefully have some fun. Let's grab some extra gold. Who are you? Share some blood with me, and I will reward you. Plus 15 health to obtain a relic. Hope it works. Okay, that was the gear. The gear just increases your physical damage, I believe. I kind of wish that guy functioned off of money, but sure, health works too. Okay, what do I got here? Alright, that was some chain reaction. We'll deal with that later, though. Okay. I like this gun. I like Ignition. Ignition's really cool. It makes the enemies kind of explode in this little blast wave, dealing a boatload of damage. So if you play your cards right, you can kill a bunch of enemies just by shooting one guy. Now, I don't really play cards, let alone play them right. So we're not going to be able to do that, but you know, you can. Right. Let's head on to the next area. Coagulated armor, cool. We're gonna keep grabbing armor. I like not being able to die super easily. It's not actually that easy to die in this game. It's not like I'm doing this because I'm afraid of dying in this game. It's just, it's a nice quality of life for me to be able to take a couple hits and not deal. And kill most of my enemies with barrels. Always satisfying when you can just use a lot of arena hazards to end them. Okay, what do we got? A shop? Okay. We're gonna heal up. What do you do? When you damage enemies in freeze, freeze immediately remove and they take 30 frost damage. That's okay, but it's nothing huge. What do we have over here? Critical damage potion. Your final shot deals plus 50% damage. Fragment permanently grants 2 stacks of ember. When shooting, there's a low chance to fire an arcane wave, piercing all enemies in its path, dealing 220% of current weapon's elemental damage. This damage is considered battle skill damage. Okay, that seems really good. We're actually going to grab this. We're actually not going to take that, though. We are going to reroll. I don't know what this does. Scorpion tailbone. This seems really cool. I kind of want it. I'm gonna go with this instead. Just for the funsies. I've never used it before. Oh! That's super cool. Alright, let's see if it helps against the boss. Alright, so this boss has multiple phases, which is what makes it difficult. Okay, so this is like Olaf's axes from League of Legends. You want to catch them, I guess. Ow. I have taken a lot of damage there that I didn't need to. Alright, we're gonna switch off of the thing I have to catch, mostly because I'm trying to dodge bullets and stay alive, not catch what I just shot and do more damage. Don't get me wrong, I can see that being very rewarding. I can also see it and did see it be pretty detrimental towards me staying alive, right? Get too focused on catching your bullets. You're not focused on the whole... Not focused on the whole staying alive thing. Oh, right there. There it was. Pain. Alright, well. +2 skill points. Okay, cool. So we should be able to level up a bit, and let's see if we can. Alright, Lucky Dog. When Jester has Novice's Lucky, okay, hold on. Every 30 seconds, Jester gains Novice's Lucky, allowing him to dodge the next hit. After which, it is consumed. Okay, when Jester has Novice's Lucky, critical hit chance, heavy hit rate, movement speed are increased. Novice's Lucky ends, Jester fires a silver bullet at the nearest enemy, dealing a boatload of damage. Each time Jester takes damage, Novice's Lucky charge 5 seconds faster. I think we go with this. I was tempted to go with this, but it's just that level of like... Don't bet on taking damage. I just don't... It's not a philosophy I like to play with. Unless the character's very built around it. Lower Jester's health, the stronger Justice Heart becomes. Okay, activating Justice Heart immediately removes Novice's Lucky and regain it. Okay, increase Jester's fire rate. Alright. We're gonna go with that. And we're gonna go on. We're gonna try one more run. Because yes, this game does have that addictive quality, but also because, you know, while I want my videos to be shorter, on average, 10 minutes seems like not much of a let's play to me. But yeah, so far, my first impressions of this, I'm actually very, very excited to see where this game goes. This is definitely something I would call a hidden gem, and I cannot wait to see what it becomes. That being said, it is demo, and whoa. I was gonna go Scorpion Tailbone again, but okay, I just have a crossbow of arrow of lightning awesomeness. I don't know what's happening anymore. Alright, it would be much better if I could hit things with it. I don't know, so far it seems cool. Nothing to write home about, though. I don't see any, like, crazy extra effects. Or anything I'm too keen on, but I don't know. Gun seems cool. Ooh, Glacier. I really like Glacier. Glacier was good. We'll replace Old Musket with Glacier. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's roll on this way. Yeah, so far the ice weapons in this game have seemed to just be solidly good. I've never had ones that I didn't like. I haven't really liked many of the corrosive weapons. Except for that Scorpion one. I think that was a really cool mechanic. I'm not really sure how powerful it was and how much that was going to help, but it was a cool mechanic. And then the fire ones, similar to the ice ones, have just been solidly a good time. I mean, lighting your enemies on fire when you want them to die quickly is always just kind of solid. When a bullet hits an enemy, its damage increases with distance up to 20%. When shooting, gain 1 stack of rapid fire, increasing your firing speed by 2% per stack up to 10 stacks. All stacks are removed after reloading. We're gonna go with this one. And then we're gonna... Let's move it. Can we move it? Yeah, there we go. That is the nice part, is you can move the barrels over, so in case you put them on maybe the wrong gun, like I just had, then it's fine. I didn't mean to hit that. That was fat finger. That was a fat finger. Alright, this gun's a little bit better with the new barrel. It's not amazing, but I am having fun with it. which is nice. Nice to have fun with things. Oh, God Hunter bow. Okay, I picked that up in a run before. It's okay. I'm gonna keep going. Alright, this was the distance one, right? Oh, interesting. Does do more damage the closer it is? I thought it was implying the further it was away it would do more damage. But it feels like it does more damage the closer it is. I don't like that. Alright, let's just switch the ice one. This is what I find myself doing a lot in this game, though, I will say, is the ice guns are usually very simplistic, and I'm not sitting here trying to figure out a mechanic with them. And they do good damage, so I just kind of end up firing away with an ice gun. Although this is definitely one of those games where I can see, like, once you figure out the mechanics, you can do some absolutely filthy things. Triggering hemorrhage increases hemorrhage damage taken by the target. Lightning damage plus 30%. Disruption damage cap. Okay. You know what? We're going to go with that. I'll grab a new weapon, I guess. It's Glacier. Embarkation. Trigger all your destination effects when you trigger 15... After you trigger 15 times... Destination, your destination will trigger twice. We're just gonna do that. Identified weapon part, huh? Cool. That works. When I freeze, I'll do more damage, and I can throw that on an ice gun, and now that should synergize pretty well. Yeah, I kind of like this gun. I wanted to have the thing, the other lightning thing a lot of the lightning guns have. So a lot of the lightning guns do chain lightning, which is very useful. You would not be surprised, or maybe you would be surprised, but it is a lot of damage, and it creates essentially an AoE gun, which is very useful. However, that freeze barrel doing more damage to frozen enemies is very, very nice. Ooh. I think we're gonna have to take the Ice Lance launcher and put it over Glacier. Yeah, I think this is gonna provide quite the boost of damage. So we're gonna go this way. And we'll see. Ow. I shouldn't have eaten that attack, but I was trying to get a better angle to shoot at, and I wasn't paying attention, and I don't know why I'm making excuses, guys. I'm just bad at these kind of games. It's okay. Alright, got him. This reminds me a lot of a game called AK Zalotl, which is, you know, very similar. However, I think this is done better. But that's just me. A friend of mine loves AK Zalotl, and I don't hate it. I think it just... There are some things it could have executed on better. And this game so far feels like it is executing on things very well. Stuff feels good, which is nice to see. I'm gonna go with movement and dodge. We're gonna heal up, because I'm not a dum-dum. Let's see. you do? Destination restores 3 health. Okay. You don't have to tell me twice. Alright, we just had a lot of money and we spent a lot of money, but I think I'm gonna be very happy at, yeah, the effect of doing so. Alright. Second time's the charm. Let's see if we can handle this boss a little better this time. Okay, luck just triggered because I'm bad and ate a skill shot, even though there were plenty of ways for me to not get hit by what just happened. Dodging would have been one of them. Just not generally being in that exact pixel space would have been another. Yeah, okay, this gun is doing a lot more damage. This feels very good. The question is going to end up being, can I just not take damage enough for this to work out? He says right as he runs into one of those slow-moving fire projectiles. Okay. Okay, we are taking a lot of damage and I don't want to be. Okay, we're further than we were last time. I'll take it. I'll take it. And there it is. Oh well. Well, guys, this has been Past the Fear. I will have a link to the Steam page in the description. Definitely go check out the demo. This game is really fun. Pretty excited for it to come out. I will definitely be covering it when that does happen. Anyways, guys, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.